Stone, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler, welcoming you back to continuing coverage of the World Series of Bowling. We take a look at the updated step ladder here at the PBA Scorpion Championship, and Eugene McCune, the native of South Korea, a 41-pin win in match 1, and then a 48-pin victory in match 3, and then 25 better than Jason Belmonte, sets up the all-South Korean final. Time now for our GEICO Championship recap.
Rob, this GEICO is all about the strike fest from Dr. Koo. Match number 1, he takes on the rookie Dan McClellan and beats him 245 to 204 because all he did was throw a bunch of strikes. Kind of like the same thing that he did in match number 2 against Bill O'Neill. How about a six-bagger at O'Neill? He beats the hottest player on the planet 256 to 208. Then in match number 3, he takes on the two-handed phenom Jason Belmonte, and guess what? Just strike after strike after strike. He beats Jason 233 to 208.
So let's start our title match. Randy, shall we?
Absolutely.
Wonder what the Vegas odds were coming into today on an all-Korean final.
40 to 1.
40 to 1. And we knew there would be at least one Korean in the final. Jun-Young Kim, your number 1 seed. But here's the number 4 seed. Eugene McCune has started every one of his matches with a strike today, has burst out of the gate every match.
Way to jinx him, Rob.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Well, at least he hit the pocket and just left the flat 7, but yeah, he's been pretty much rock steady trying to climb all the way up the ladder and win for the very first time in the United States.
So Koo takes care of the 7-pin. Here's the introduction of your number 1 seed.
The tournament leader made a run from 11th position during match play, representing Korea, Jun-Young Kim.
Kim, the 4th consecutive bowler in this 5-event World Series of Bowling to reach the finals as the number 1 seed for the first time ever. He is a righty. Righties have had all kinds of issues today. And those issues in the first frame would be none for Mr. Kim.
Well, and this is the first right-hander we've seen that actually moved farther to the left or the middle part of the lane and actually tried to hook it more. Another taboo. We saw Bill O'Neill use the taboo. We saw him win with the taboo. And you like the taboo, Rob? Because we're in Vegas.
That's right. 2 in a row for your number 1 seed.
And it's interesting because I spoke to Bill O'Neill during the break, and he said the only chance a right-hander would have to beat Eugene McCune is if he took a bowling ball, sanded it with about 360 grit sandpaper, and moved the first error on the right side. But that's not the case because Mr. Kim is actually playing way in. He started with a double. Let's see if it holds up. Oh, man. Seriously? Stone 9? Everything's been going his way the entire day? And he steps up and he goes solid 9 on the right lane?
Similar to what we saw last week. Sean Rash moving up the ladder. Everything going great for him until title match.
No, he ran into a buzzsaw. I mean, Scott Norton started with a front 8. That's hard to beat no matter who you are or how well you're bowling.
So Koo starts 9 spare, 9 spare.
Yeah, 7-pin Stone 9 to start. I mean, I think he's trailing for the first time all day.
Koo's first strike of the title match.
You know, the players get to choose their own music, right? And this guy chooses
Cashmere from Zeppelin.
Cashmere from Led Zeppelin. That's
awesome.
So cool.
Awesome call by Dr. Koo.
Oh, man.
Jun Young Kim from Daegu, Korea. See, the first Korean bowler to qualify as tournament leader ever for a PBA event, and that includes the Japan Cup. What a quiet, smooth release as he goes 3 for 3 to open up.
Yeah, quiet and smooth, but he really revs it up and really bangs on it at the bottom of the swing.
Next week, it's the Shark Championship here in Vegas. History will be made in this event. PBA World Series of Bowling has a pair of two-handed bowlers appearing in the finals for the first time. Australia's Jason Belmonte and Finland's Osku Palermo. See that one Eastern on ESPN. Kim looking for a Saban! Saban!
All right, so here's my question. What did Jun Young Kim know that the other 3 right-handers didn't?
Great question. The answer is?
Well, he played farther in. He moved in with a ball that hooks, while the other right-handers tried to play farther right and go straighter. And I think that was a nice blueprint laid out for him because he knew the straighter was not going to be greater. His only other option was moving in and hooking it.
And Koo gets his first double of the title match. Regardless, we will have the first Korean champion of a PBA event. The lead at 21 for your #1 seed, Jun Young Kim, through 4. Another strike for Dr. Koo.
This is good. Good stuff, man.
Jun Young Kim, your #1 seed. Kimberly with more on the South Korean. Kimberly?
Yeah, Rob, I spoke with Chun Bae, the interpreter for Jun Young Kim, and he told me that even though Kim is an amateur in Korea, he's been on many different TV shows, so he didn't think he was going to be nervous. But today, Kim woke up and he said he was very nervous. So they walked around, they took in the surroundings to hopefully calm his nerves, and from the look of how he's bowling right now, it looks to be working.
Yeah, I would say whatever they did worked quite well. An opening 5-bagger, Kimberly, for Kim.
I also spoke with the interpreter. You know what he told me about Jun Young Kim? I asked him about his style. I said, where did he learn to hook it? You know, did he get old tapes of PBA bowlers? He says, no, you know, we bowl on a lot more oil in Korea than you do here in the States. And if you don't hook it like this, if you don't have the rev rate, you can't make the ball curve.
Double wood in the 6th.
Well, this shot here looks like it hangs up on his hand. Watch this. He's going to loft this. We haven't seen him lofting any shots up until that one right there. It looked like it maybe hung up on his thumb. I'm not sure that was intentional. And you know what loft does, Rob? It delays hook, and that's why the ball went up light and left the 2-8.
Perfect on multi-spin spares today, trying to take care of the 2-8. Squeeze the 8 out of there. Head on over to PBA.com to download the hottest bowling game for your mobile device. It's PBA Bowling 2 from Concrete Software. The game allows you to bowl against many of your favorite PBA stars in multiple venues. Click on the PBA mobile game link at PBA.com to download today. Who would you want to bowl against on PBA Bowling 2?
Bill O'Neill.
I want to bowl against Dr. Koo. Another strike for Young Jin Koo. And for Mr. Koo, a Saban 4-bagger.
And just answers the call. You know, he's trailing in the match. He knows that he's got to step up and perform if he wants to win this. Remember, he started with the 7-pin, then he went solid 9, now a 4-bagger. One more strike here, he takes the lead by 1.
How about that? Never count out Dr. Koo. Never. After a slow start with a pair of opening spares, it's been 4 strikes in a row for Koo. And the crafty Korean drops a nickel. The lead goes back to your 4 seed. So Koo, with the lead of 1 pin, watches his fellow countryman, Kim.
Koo takes the lead. Kim looking to rebound after the 2-8, only to leave a solid 9-pin. He still has a possible 267 if he marks here. However, Koo can strike out and shoot 279.
Kim has never experienced a professional event in Asia or the United States before because it would have jeopardized his amateur status. But the World Series of Bowling is open to international amateurs, hence why Kim made the trip from Daegu, Korea, to over here in Las Vegas. One of these men will become the first Korean to win a PBA title.
Have you ever been to Korea?
I have not.
I
I'd
have.
love to.
Have you ever had kimchi?
I've heard of it.
These guys are right now about as hot as kimchi, just so you know.
Is that like a buchalogi pepper or something?
It's actually a very spicy cabbage.
Huh. I mean, that ball hardly makes a sound.
But remember the last time on the left lane where he left the 2-8, that loft? All right, so this time the ball's on the lane immediately. Like Rob said, you can't even hear the ball hit the lane. That's why the shot where he left the 2-8 previously on the left lane was an errant shot.
Koo on top by 2, bottom of the 8th, looking for 6 strikes in a row. I don't know what he just said, but I like it.
48-year-old Young-Jin Koo.
Not so young, is he?
Is just taking it to every player he's faced on today's telecast. Truly amazing performance. Nobody gave this guy a chance. I even heard some rumors from some other players throughout the week that this guy was a hack. He didn't deserve to be there, but guess what? He's thrown only 1 Brooklyn today. Everything else has been absolutely stellar. He's had the left side of the lane to himself, and he's taken full advantage. What a great shot that was. 1 flat 7 in the first frame, Rob. A solid 9-pin in the second, followed by a 6-pack, only to leave a ringing 7 right there in the 9th, and that ringing 7 couldn't have happened at a worse time. Watch the 4-pin go around the 7-pin. Man.
Oh, and a huge miss.
And that could just cost him this title. It's the first big mistake all day for Young-Jin Koo. And it's the first single pin he has missed the entire event.
And he knew it immediately.
Now his max score 246. Jun-Young Kim can strike out and shoot 267. Working on a strike, he can take the lead right here. Look out.
This one wide open.
Tough spare, 3-6-10. No gimme.
Mr. Koo can barely stand to watch what his country mate is about to do. 10 for 10 on multi-pin spares this week.
That's real solid there, Rob.
The towel comes off the noggin of Koo. Readjust. the specs, and we are in a one-pin game going into our final frame.
Jun Young Kim, if he throws all three in the 10th frame, he will win and shut out Young Jin Koo.
Oh no! An audacious leave as Koo breathes a sigh of relief. What a break for him and a massive downer for Kim. Messenger just missing the front side of the 10-pin. And an open frame.
Well, it's one of the worst breaks you'll ever see right there. The door is wide open now. Koo needs just 9 pins and 2 balls to win.
Remember, Koo with an open frame in his last frame. Left the 7 on his first shot and then missed it. Needs 9 for the title. And it's all yours. Young Jin Koo takes the Scorpion Championship. What a performance throughout the afternoon by the 48-year-old from South Korea.
And what a shot right there in the 10th frame when he needed it. Just a great performance all day.
Jun Young Kim had the most success of any of the righties today. Looked like he had it figured out early on. Gave a brief opening to that man, Koo.
And a little more Led Zeppelin.
That's right.
Led Zeppelin, how appropriate.
Let Kashmir play on. 236, 224, Koo with the title. That will clear customs no problem. Young Jin Koo with a 12-point victory in the title match of the PBA Scorpion Championship. And we'll be back to wrap it up from Vegas after this. The World Series of Bowling on ESPN is brought to you by 3G Bowling Shoes. Comfort, quality, and performance. The makers of One A Day Men's 50+ Advantage, the multivitamin with more of what matters. By USBC and its 2 million members. To find out more about USBC, log on to bowl.com today. Lumber Liquidators, hardwood flooring for less. Young Jin Koo, 12-pin victory in the title match. He's the first Korean ever to win on the PBA Tour, and he is standing by laneside with Kimberly.
So today we made history here. Actually, Young Jin Koo made history here at the World Series of Bowling, made it an international affair. Chunbae, you are here to be his translator. What is it like for him to make history?
히스토리에 지금 했는데 한국 사람 처음이겠는데 어떻게 기분 좋아하고 어떻게 생각해요? 네.
같은 동양인을 해갖고 마음이 좀 편했고 어쨌든 제가 한국의 KPBA가 우승을 해서 하여튼 기분이 좋다고 이렇게 얘기해주고 김원식 회장님한테 고맙다고 좀 전하고 싶습니다.
He said in his final match he was bowling against a fellow patriot Korean bowler, so actually he was more calm and more relaxed than he would have thought, and it allowed him to bowl better. And he'd like to thank the president of KPBA who actually supported him coming here.
축하합니다.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly. And here's one of the many changing moments of this title match.
Well, it was such a back and forth match, and just when it looked like Koo had this firmly in his grasp, he goes and whiffs the 7-pin, so he gives the opening back to Kim. Kim can step up in the 10th frame, strike out and win this. His first ball in the 10th is a pocket 7-10. The momentum goes back to Koo. Koo gets up. He needs 9 pins and 2 balls, and that's the best 9 pins I've ever seen. That's 10 back.
There are many things we'll remember about Young Jin Koo. One of them are the glasses. that I love. Now this is a legit close right here. What impressed you the most about Mr. Koo today?
Other than the glasses? Well, nobody gave him a chance, and he climbed the ladder, beat every right-hander on the telecast. He broke the left side of the lane down perfectly. He had a game plan coming in. He executed, and he wins the tournament.
4 international competitors in today's event. It's the all-South Korean final, won by Mr. Koo. We take a look at our updated PBA World Championship standings. Again, the top 8 players after 60 games of qualifying in the World Series of Bowling will qualify for the TV finals of the PBA World Championship held here in South Point in January. Bill O'Neill, who finished 4th today, in 1st place as of now. Next week, we continue our stay here in Las Vegas. There will be the Shark Championship coming your way here on ESPN, 1 Eastern, next Sunday, the GEICO Shark Championship. So Eugene McCune, the 48-year-old from South Korea, getting his first PBA Tour title in dramatic fashion. Tough day for the American Bill O'Neill, but the lone lefty, Mr. Koo, running rampant over the field today. For Kimberly Pressler, Randy Peterson, and our entire crew, I'm Rob Stone. So long from Vegas, where Mr. Koo gets the first PBA win ever for a Korean.